Calling this meeting to order. Mauricio, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, great. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone can stand, Sal, if you can lead us, please.
Yeah. Will rise and trace the flag. Pledge
With allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. The first item on the agenda, we're going to combine the next two. It's the approval of the minutes for the regular city commission meeting of April 18, 2024, and the summary minutes of the special city commission meeting on on April 25th, 2024.
Thank you. I need a motion, please.
Motion?
Second, please.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye. Thank you. We'll do the opening statement now, Mayor.
Yeah, so I just want to clarify, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. That's why we're sharing some microphones, and so bear with us, please. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for being here tonight. Please turn off or mute any electronic devices to avoid interrupting these proceedings. In all issues that may come before the City Commission, we ask that everyone show mutual respect for one another by listening quietly to each person speaking, and that everyone refrain from any clapping, heckling, or verbal outbursts in favor or in opposition to a speaker. Individuals that do not adhere to Chapter 74 Rules of Procedure of the Code of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, particularly Section 74-21 Decorum, shall be barred from further appearance before the City Commission. Individuals who want to speak on any item on the agenda are asked to fill out a public speaker's card and give it to the city clerk before the item is called. Speakers are asked to speak to the issues, make comments concise and to the point, and refrain from making any duplicate comments. All speakers will be limited to 3 minutes. If you speak out of turn without permission from the chair and/or you do not cease speaking after one warning, you will be escorted out of the chambers. There are changes to tonight's agenda, Mayor. There is an add-on item regarding the lease of the property known as The Spot, and there will be some further information. And also there are some additional comments regarding Ordinance 7A.
Okay, and the add-on is at the back of the room? Do we have that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I need a motion to make change to the agenda. Need a second?
Second.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. So good evening, everyone. Like I said earlier, we're having a little bit of technical issues, so, but that microphone works. I just want to remind you all, if you do want to speak in an item, please, like the clerk said, go ahead and fill out the public speaker cards. There's some new faces here, so I'm assuming you guys are here to speak. If you decide you don't want to speak, you don't have to, but if once the item has been called and if you haven't filled out the card, you won't be able to. I want to remind you that you have 3 minutes, and I want to remind you any comments go through the chair, which is me. We do not call out anybody's name, and we here on the dais will be following the same exact rules, especially since we're sharing microphones. So thank you for being here. Go ahead.
Okay. We are on to ordinances for first reading. 7A is an ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, amending sections 265-4, purpose, 256, -6 definitions, 256-9 issuance and renewal of permits and decals and application, 256-10 revocation of permits decals, 256-11 exclusion of certain vehicles, 256-14 parking rates and fees, 256-15 authority of city manager, and 256-16 term of permits, decals, and transfer of Chapter 256, Article 2 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, and repealing Section 256-12 hours permits are valid of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, entitled Parking Authority, providing for severability, providing for repealer, providing for inclusion in the code, providing for an effective date.
Okay, thank you, Mr. City Manager.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, we are in the process of updating our parking rates and our parking ordinance. So you're going to see a lot of cleanup items in this ordinance, and then the idea is that next month, we're going to bring to you a resolution recommending some adjusted parking rates with resident discounts.
Great, thank you. Do we have any public speakers?
No, ma'am.
All right, are there any comments from the commission?
No.
All right, I'll take a motion, please.
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
Okay, this is ordinance, so
Ordinance. Commissioner Joseph.
Yes.
Commissioner Stuyvesant.
Yes.
Commissioner Viscara.
yes.
Vice Mayor Lama.
Yes.
Mayor Svetchin.
Yes.
The ordinance passes on first reading. Second reading will be scheduled for for June.
Thank you. Next item?
Ordinance for second reading. 9A is an ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, amending ordinance number 2023-606, approving budget amendment BA 2324-02 to the city's operating and capital improvement budget for the 2023-2024 fiscal year. The General Fund, American Rescue Act Fund, Capital Projects Fund, and Stormwater Capital Fund, authorizing the city manager to do all things necessary to implement the terms and conditions of this ordinance and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is the second reading of our budget amendment ordinance, which includes allocating funds from assigned fund balance to expenditures for our Parks and Recreation Master Plan. Also, we're reallocating funds from our Heritage Park playground equipment to consulting and reallocating funds from land acquisition to demolition survey and mapping associated with the purchase of 18125 Atlantic.
Okay, great. Do we have any public speakers?
No, ma'am.
Any comments from the commission?
No.
Okay, I'll take a motion, please.
Motion.
Second? Second. Okay. Mauricio?
Call. Vice Mayor Lama.
Yes.
Commissioner Joseph.
Yes.
Commissioner Stuyvesant. Yes. Vice Mayor Viscara. Commissioner Viscara.
Yes.
Mayor Svetchin.
Yes.
The ordinance passes on second reading.
Okay, next item, please.
9B is an ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, approving a lease agreement between the City of Sunny Isles Beach and La Playa Beach Associates LLC for the leased premises located at 18590 Collins Avenue, Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, providing for severability, providing for an effective date.
Mr. City Manager.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is a second reading of our ordinance between the city, a lease agreement between the city and La Playa Beach Associates. We met with them, and we do have a change. Probably the most significant change is the 60 days is for termination of the lease would be effective after the initial 42-month term. Further, the $5,000 a month lease, instead of being conditioned upon TCO, would be for a fixed term of 18 months, and then that amount would increase to the $10,000 a month.
Okay. Do we have public speakers?
No, ma'am.
Any comments from the commission? Questions? Okay, take a motion, please.
So I'll make a motion.
Second? Okay. Mauricio?
Commissioner Stuyvesant. Yes. Commissioner Viscara.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lama.
Yes.
Commissioner Joseph.
Yes.
Mayor Svetchin.
Yes.
The ordinance passes on second reading.
Okay, next item, please.
9C is an ordinance of the City Commission of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, amending Chapter 5, Article 2 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, entitled Official Seal, establishing permissible and prohibited uses, creating a new Section 535 entitled Official City Logo, creating a new Section 536 entitled Penalties, providing for repealer, providing for severability, providing for codification, providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is a second reading of our ordinance that enacts provisions and rules regarding the use of the city logo and seal.
Okay, thank you. Do we have public speakers, Mauricio?
Yes, we do. George Bardmesser.
George Bardmesser, 18911 Collins Avenue. Mayor Svechin, members of the commission. As a lawyer who specializes in patents and trademarks, I commend the commission for taking up this issue. Registering our logo is important. The need is particularly acute because there have been reports that some individuals have been using and misusing the city's intellectual property for personal gain. For example, campaigning. Some people have been spotted wearing city attire at their campaign events. Some people have used city symbols, such as the logo, on their campaign literature. One such mystery individual actually has been spotted at Publix recently, accosting elderly shoppers before being thrown out. Witnesses described that individual as having a mustache. All this brings disrepute to the city because it implies that the city supports, condones, and sponsors such campaign methods and these individuals. Needless to say, this is false because surely our city would never want to be associated with fraudsters and hucksters who misuse our intellectual property. If that mystery individual is ever identified, I suggest that the city attorney conduct a struggle session with him or her, explaining to him or her that their conduct is singularly inappropriate, if not to say offensive to many members of the public. In the meantime, I suggest that the City Council or City Commission adopt a censure resolution for that mystery person with a mustache, should he ever be identified, of course. For the record, the city logo and the seal belong to all of us residents of Sunny Isles. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other speakers?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do we have any questions or comments for the commission? That's it. Go ahead.
Okay, I brought for the record, like the first instance when I know that the logo was misused was back in 2022, November 29, November 28. I'm bringing these emails for the record. I received them in my city email, misusing the logo of the city in campaign propaganda. Actually, one of them was even so deceitful that it apparently came from Jerry Joseph Speaks, maybe making false reference like it was coming from Commissioner Joseph. So I want to put them on the record. Also, and I do believe that this was like unintended, also there is a post in the Instagram where the seal of the city was also used. So I know this was corrected, but it's true there have been a few events or situations where certain individuals, with whatever is the motivation that they have, they've been misusing our seal and our logo. So I just want to put this on the record. Okay, Mauricio, you got it? Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Anybody else? No. All right, I'll take a motion, please.
So,
I need a second.
second.
This is a,
Roll call.
okay.
Commissioner Viscara,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lama,
Yes.
Commissioner Joseph,
Yes.
Commissioner Stuyvesant, Mayor Svechin.
Yes.
The ordinance is adopted.
Great, thank you. On to resolutions, please.
10A is a resolution approving a third amendment to the agreement with Academy Bus for motor coach transportation services.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is our third amendment toward an agreement with Academy Bus that we use for our field trips and summer camp.
Great. Do we have any public speakers?
No, ma'am.
All right, any comments or questions from the commission? I'll take a motion, please. No second? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Next item.
10B is a resolution approving a first amendment to the agreement with Green Facilities to provide carpet and floor maintenance services.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is our second bidder when we put this item out to bid. Our first bidder did not work out. So we're asking for permission to enter into an agreement with the second lowest bidder.
Thank you. Any speakers, Mauricio?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any comments with commission? I'll take motion.
Motion.
Second, please.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Next item, please.
10C is a resolution approving a First Amendment to the agreement with Brightview Landscaping, Inc. to provide landscaping maintenance services for city right-of-ways and facilities.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is our First Amendment with Brightview in an amount not to exceed $160,000. We are currently putting our citywide landscaping out to bid.
Great. Thank you. Three speakers, Mauricio?
No, ma'am.
Any comments from the commission?
No.
I'll entertain a motion, please.
Motion.
Second? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next item?
10D is a resolution approving an agreement with Stan Weaver and Company for the purchase and installation of exhaust fans at Gateway Center.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is an agreement with Stan Weaver and Company to purchase and install exhaust fans at Gateway for the garage, and this is a sole provider quote that we accepted.
Thank you. Mr. City Clerk, do we have speakers?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any comments from the commission? I'll take a motion then, please.
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you. Next item?
10E is a resolution approving a change order number 1 with Team Contracting to repair the shade structure, and restaurant facility roof located at Sampson Oceanfront Park.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is our approving our first change order with Team Contracting for the repair of some shade structure and restroom facility roof at Sampson Oceanfront Park in an amount not to exceed $6,277.77.
Great. Mr. City Clerk, any speakers?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
How about the hardware inside the bathrooms themselves then? Yeah, that's all right, rusted and rotted.
I will research that and get back to you.
Oh, it's like he.
I'll take a motion.
So moved.
Second, please.
Second.
And third. All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
Okay, we have that add-on, right?
Yes.
So 10F is a resolution of the City Commission of the City of Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, approving an amendment to the lease agreement or rental agreement between the City of Sunny Isles Beach and La Playa Beach Associates for the property located at 215 185th Street, Sunny Isles Beach, Florida.
Okay, and we do have that in the back in case anybody wanted to sign up for that. It's your last chance. Okay. Go ahead. Do that.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the commission, this is a small revision to the resolution for the rental of the spot. And the most significant change is, again, the termination clause would be 60 days, but after the initial 42-month term.
Great, thank you. Any public speakers?
No, ma'am.
I have a question. It applies to both the spot and also the empty lot, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But we vote on them separately
Correct.
because they're
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah, but it's the same provisions. Yeah,
Right.
for both.
So that now they're running uniform.
Correct.
Concurrent. yes.
Consistent.
I'll take a motion.
So,
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Okay, so we reached the end of the business portion of the meeting. We're now on Citizens Forum. And we have Vitali Falkovich.
Gracia, can you make sure the clock is on?
In-
Your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Vitaly Palkovich, 9280 Southwest 167 Terrace, Palmetto Bay, Florida, 53157. Ladies and gentlemen, Commission, Madam Mayor, Commissioners, as a constant visitor to your city, it shows what amazing administration here by your city staff, the city manager, by the police department, that with my business, I got to contact with them often. And I wanted to say that this is amazing as an example how cities should be run. Now, I only know 2 cities that run is a perfect example, as we see here, and I appreciate it. And I feel safe. You know, I come here sometimes at night and I really feel safe. I have no problem walking the streets at midnight if I have to do something. And to me, that's a perfect example of this administration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like you.
No other speakers.
That's it? Okay.
May I say something?
Yes, you may, please.
Okay. So next Wednesday, May 22nd, I invite you to the senior roundtable. Our chief of police will be there, giving us an update. And also on May 22nd, there is a town hall. I'm going to be hosting that. And also our police chief is going to be present. And Stan, our city manager, will be present. So you're invited to come. The senior roundtable, Wednesday, May 22nd, is going to be at 12 p.m., 12 to 1 p.m. at the Gateway Center. You do need to register for that. And then for the town hall at 6 p.m. at the Winston Towers 300 auditorium. You do not need to register for that. Parking will be off-street along 174th, and you're invited to come. Thank you.
Thank you. And,
Okay, another invitation for
ahead.
Wednesday, the 29th. In the school, we are going to have the International Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so please come. It's going to be 5:30 in the cafeteria. We're going to have display of many countries, big surprises. So it's free. It's going to be food, performances, etc. So the 29th in the school, 5:30.
all right, since we're making announcements, here we go. It's Jewish Heritage Month, and so the library is doing a number of events. So Monday for teenagers, and I'm glad to see there's a bunch here who would like to paint on Monday at 5 o'clock at the library. It's completely free. You guys will get to reproduce a painting, a Rothko. And then Wednesday, in competition with the International Night, the 29th, there's going to be a Holocaust speaker also at the library, and that's for adults. So thank you very much, and meeting adjourned.
Thank you.